Start the tractor with the gear shift or power reverser lever in neutral. Make sure the PTO lever is disengaged. Adjust the hand throttle to 1/3 of full throttle. The engine may not start with the throttle pulled completely down. Depress the clutch pedal and turn the key to the start position. Release the key when the engine starts. If the key is released before the engine starts, wait until the starter and the engine stop turning before trying again. Warm up the engine before operating the tractor. Check the gauges and lamps for proper oil pressure, battery charge, and coolant temperature. Avoid unnecessary engine idling. To drive forward, move the power reverser lever into the forward position. Next, place the tractor in gear and slowly release the clutch. Open the hand throttle to accelerate. To shift while operating, depress the clutch and move the gear shift lever, then slowly release the clutch. To turn the tractor, turn with the steering wheel while pressing on the individual brake pedals to assist the turn. Do not make sharp turns while towing an attachment. To safely bring the tractor to a halt, reduce the throttle and apply the brakes gradually. Move the power reverser lever into neutral. Depress the clutch and move the gear shift to neutral. Release the clutch and set the parking brake. To drive in reverse, first look behind to check for hazards. Move the power reverser lever into the reverse position. Depress the clutch, place the tractor in gear, release the clutch, and slowly back the tractor. Always look behind when you are backing. To increase or decrease the engine speed, use the hand throttle. The engine will maintain the set speed until the hand throttle is moved again. You will attain the maximum speed with the lever all the way up and the minimum speed with the lever all the way down. To temporarily increase the engine speed, use the foot throttle. The engine speed will return to its previous speed as soon as the foot lever is released. Do not place the tractor under a full load until it is properly warmed up. Idle the engine at about 1500 RPM for several minutes. Run the engine at about 1900 RPM and under a light load until the engine reaches normal operating conditions. The tractor may be operated in any gear with engine speeds between 1600 and 2100 RPM. Within these limits, the engine can be put under a full load. If the engine stalls when operating under a load, depress the clutch and restart it immediately to prevent abnormal heat buildup. Continue operating or run the engine at a slow idle for 1 or 2 minutes before stopping. When using the tractor under heavy loads, always use full throttle, which is the maximum engine RPM. For example, when working with heavy tillage or an attachment that requires high power. A power reverser transmission makes changing the direction of travel very convenient for the operator. A change in travel direction cannot be made without depressing the clutch pedal. With the tractor stopped, select the desired travel direction, forward or reverse. To use the power reverser transmission, the clutch must be fully depressed one time after the engine is started. When the tractor is started with the speed gear engaged, the tractor will not move when the power reverser lever is set to forward or reverse until the clutch pedal has been fully depressed one time. 9 forward and 9 reverse speeds are available when using the range and the gear shift levers. Speed ranges are different than speed gears. The tractor must be completely stopped when shifting the speed range, but can be in motion when shifting the speed gears. The top shaft synchronizer works only on speed gears, allowing you to change gears on the go without stopping. The clutch pedal must be fully depressed in order to make a gear shift. If the clutch pedal is not fully depressed, the shift lever cannot be moved beyond neutral. The speed range cannot be shifted without stopping. Do not attempt to change the range while in motion. To shift into a different range, you must stop the tractor, depress the clutch pedal fully, decrease the engine speed, and shift ranges. Once the shift is completed, you can increase the engine speed. A left brake pedal and a right brake pedal control the brakes to the left and right wheels of the tractor. The pedals are located on the right side of the cab floor. These brakes can be operated independently or they can be locked together. Brakes operated independently assist in making short turns. Locked brakes are used for emergency stops and for parking the tractor. Brakes must be locked when traveling on roads and highways and should always be applied gradually. Before operating a tractor on a road, lock the brake pedals together with the locking bar. Use the brakes lightly and cautiously at transport speeds. For field work, the brake pedals should not be locked together. Instead, apply the right brake pedal lightly to assist in making right-hand turns and the left pedal for making left-hand turns. If the brakes are braking unevenly when locked together, the operator must have them adjusted by a mechanic as soon as possible. Always set the parking brake when exiting the tractor. Leaving the transmission in gear with the engine off will not prevent the tractor from moving. To set the parking brake, lock the brake pedals together with the locking bar, depress the brake pedals, and pull up on the parking brake. The parking brake lever keeps the brake pedals down. To release the lever, push down briefly on the brake pedals. When one wheel starts to lose traction, engage the differential lock by stepping on the pedal. The tractor wheels must be turning before engaging the differential lock. Unequal traction will keep the lock engaged. When the traction equalizes, the lock will disengage itself by spring action. If the lock does not disengage, depress one brake pedal and then the other.